Hello, Dihessa here. Alright, so this video was not planned at all. I just finished teaching my today's Tuesday morning unity energy class. Obviously, like when we do that, we do like a whole energetic thing with our body and stuff like that. Today at the end of the class, I felt inspired to read a portion of a book for them. I'm not going to read the portion that I read for them, but there's another portion that I felt really inspired to share with you. So I thought to myself, I'm going to do this. I don't need to put on makeup, blah blah blah, all the other things. I want to do more things in this format, by the way. Don't get me wrong, I will be doing makeup and earrings and all the other things, but I also want to insert more impromptu, more like spontaneous videos like this, right? So the one part that inspired me to share, actually the book is here, Living Tao, by, like it says, Living Tao, Timeless Principles for Everyday Enlightenment by Ilchili, who is my spiritual teacher. And there's a portion here that I was reading that really resonates so much with another video that I created, that I recorded recently. I don't know if by the time you see this video, the other one will have been out yet or not. Anyways, at some point you'll see that. That video was all about whenever we have, we don't have confidence, whenever we're feeling shaky around the work that we share with others, we teach to, like if you're a coach, a healer, or like some sort of like a service provider, a lot of the times when we are shaky, right? It's not that we never get shaky. I get shaky all the time, but like a lot of the times when we are very shaky and we can't move, there is a reason behind it. And when I was reading this portion of the book, I was like, of course. And I actually talked about it in the previous video, but I wanted to read this portion of the book for you. So oftentimes, we know the principles of something, we know the theory of something, right? Maybe we learned it from somebody else. Maybe we read it from somebody, right? And oftentimes, if we are not, that's what I said in the previous video, if we are not practicing what it is that we teach, then we can easily become shaky around. And so the summary of the text that I'm going to read to you goes like this: the study of practice helps you develop an unwavering mind, right? And so we all know, like, staying unwavering is everything when it comes to getting results, okay? Not giving up, staying unwavering and going through the finish line helps you get results, right? But how do you get there? How do we get there, right? Previously, before, like, I want to read a portion for you, but before the portion I'm about to read to you, he was talking about the principles of, like, literally, like the study of principles, right? The study of principles is like just knowing the theory around something, knowing the how to, knowing, like learning. Perhaps we may have read about it, perhaps we may have taken a course about it, perhaps we may have like seen a movie or seen like a video about it. So regardless of how we receive the principles or the knowing or the information about how to, like if you're in business, for example, regardless of how we receive it, what matters the most is putting it into practice, right? Is taking action around it, right? And so the part that I'm going to read to you is the part after he talked about the principles and the study, and he's moving into the study of practice. So in this book, he's giving the example of running a marathon. For example, there's one thing to know what it's one thing to learn the principles around running a marathon, and it's a whole different thing to actually run the marathon itself, right? So it goes like this: the study of practice requires strength and discipline and helps you develop an unwavering mind. Through practice, you develop confidence and conviction in your own beliefs, right? If the study of principles allows you to investigate the layers of a course before you run the race, then the study of practice is actually running the marathon itself. It is directly experiencing and confirming with your body the information you've heard in advance. Where the hilly sections are, what places are easier and flat, whether the wind is in your face or in your back, at your back. right? You have no power if you have only engaged in the study of principles. There is no way for your confidence and power to come alive when you talk about things derived from someone else's experiences, not your own. Only a person who has actually run the course on her own 2 feet can experience it with her whole body in every single cell. Only she really knows how out of breath she was and how much her legs hurt. Only she can give you real, detailed information coming out of that experience. And so the more I apply this in developing my business, the more it works. The more, basically, this is what I was saying in the other video before. Like, the more I apply, even principles that I have been utilizing for years, the more I apply it into my next level goal, the more, first of all, I face myself, the more I fall in my face, like literally, the more I face my own emotions, the more I face my own fears, like, which actually is kind of like, it's like I have mixed feelings about that, right? The more I face this, first of all, when it's happening in the moment, it's uncomfortable, I don't want to feel it, blah, 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 but what happens after that? What happens beyond that is tremendous growth, right? Tremendous growth on a personal level. And also, this is how we then continue to create growth. Like, if this is about business, even creating growth in business. Whenever I give myself next level goals, I always have these phases where I'm shaky, I'm doubting myself, I'm feeling all sorts of different emotions, I want to escape myself, all these things. And then when I move myself through them, when I'm willing to watch myself honestly and move myself through them, that's how I actually like become stronger. This is what I've noticed. Like, after that, I have become stronger. After that, I've just developed a new layer of myself. After that, I have just discovered a new level of strength that my soul has, right? Anyway, so that's what I wanted to share with you in this video. I felt really inspired to create that. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.